probably safe to assume that the snow has stopped now, at least for the most part, so it's time to switch the wheels on the cars. Starting off with my mother's today, so I've got her integrales out of hiding, all cleaned up for her. Did the barrels as well. Not quite Jason levels of clean, but I think good enough for her little daily. So those are all set to go. And then, one thing she's been sitting on for a little while now are some new lug nuts. So, the car currently runs Stance Nation lug nuts, actually. Same as Mustard here, just the purple version. Getting a little worn out now, being a few years old, so she decided to change them up. And she got same but different 326 power ones. Again in purple, a little shorter this time. And it should just be a nice way to freshen up the appearance of the car a little bit. So, I've got it all out here today, the wheels and lug nuts in her car, and I'm going to switch these around, and then once these are on, I might actually borrow her rays for a little bit to put them on Arabis and see what that looks like. So let's get these switched on, and then if the weather holds long enough, because it looks like it's getting a little stormy outside, maybe some rain coming in, I will also try and switch the other wheels around today. See how much we can get done. Quick little comparison for reference. There's the original well-worn Stance Nation nut versus the new 326 power. They were probably the same finish at some point. In fact, these are just 326 power lug nuts rebranded, but you can see what time's done. So out with the old, in with the new. I don't know if you can hear the pitter-patter behind me, but the skies did open up as expected. It did start raining, so I had to throw everything back in the garage. I did, however, get the wheels on just in time for her, so that's at least taken care of. I'm sure I'll still need to check the tire pressures and top them up a little bit for her, since they have been sitting for a number of months. But she does have the new wheels on. She does have her new lug nuts on. The caps have yet to be installed, because we're actually going to put a little bit of CA glue, I believe, on them to keep them in, since she has lost one before. Don't really want to do that again. But that's taken care of now, and next up, once it stops raining, I think I will actually go ahead and borrow these for a little bit. So these are her winter wheels, some Ray's 57 DRs, actually my old set of 57 DRs. I ran them back in 2014, give or take. Ended up putting them up for sale to get some Turbo Max for the sedan. Sitting right over there. And then she actually ended up buying them from me. Ran them for a few years, then refinished them back in 2019 to this lighter gray color. And these are now her winters, since she has the integrales for summer. So I'm thinking I'll just toss them on for fun. It's not like these see a ton of mileage on her car anyway, so tires are still good. Yes, it's the wrong season because these are winters, but it'll just be for a little bit, just for some fun anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so these are 18 by 8.5. I actually forget the offset. It's not stamped and it's been a little while, so I'll have to check my old notes and maybe put that up on the screen. But 18 by 8.5, good size for the cars. Pretty nice color, which should actually look pretty good against my ingot silver. And then hopefully the next clips you see here will be these actually going onto my hatch once, like I said, the sky clears up and it stops raining outside. So until then, we'll just keep hiding in the garage, and hopefully the rain stops before the light goes away. Fortunately, the rain has now stopped and we still have some light, so it's time to quickly get the other wheels switched on. Now, since I am going to be running aftermarket wheels on the hatch, I won't be able to fit the factory lug nuts anymore. So I fortunately do have some extras. There are benefits to owning more than one of the same vehicle. These are an old set of Mutekis that I used to run on Mustard back before I then switched to the Stance Nation lug nuts that still runs today. So still had these in hiding, just drag them out now, and these will go on with the 57 DRs. Let's get to it. Now this is pretty dark, I apologize, but we're chasing the quickly disappearing light for the day. However, the wheel swap is complete for now, and I just wanted to get a couple clips and shots of the cars while we still have them out together. So obviously the hatch is now back on its summer wheels, the Integrales, and then with the winter wheels off, the 57 DRs, they are now on my hatch in favor of the RS Winters it usually runs. So again, these are just a temporary thing. Since I was switching hers today, I figured I'd borrow these for a little bit. She was okay with it because I wanted to see what they look like. Now the fitment's pretty good for a stock height car. They don't poke at all, which is nice. They're about as aggressive as you can go on standard suspension. But the color was the thing I was really curious about, because the custom gray powder coat she did is actually pretty similar to my ingot silver, and I think this looks pretty good as a combo. So I'll have to wait for the sun to come out to get some better shots of this. Maybe we can get them out together again during the daytime. But there they are. There's the wheel swap complete for now. She's back on Summers, I'm on something new for the time being, and both cars look pretty good if you ask me. So, just something short and fun for today, quick little wheel swap to play around a bit, and that is the finished result. That looks good, as we knew it did, because we've seen it before. That looks even better than I thought it would. I'm going to have to keep that color in mind for some maybe future ideas. But yes, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a good one.